What is up, hooligans? And happy freedom. Welcome to another episode of Coffee with Hooligans, where we try to make the news suck a little less. I appreciate all of you guys being here. If you're over on Rumble, please hit that like button. More likes equals more hooligans. We're going to read through a schedule really quick, and then we will be checking on all the chats. So let me know how you hooligans are doing today. Then, of course, we'll be getting things started. Once again, we are not live on Kick or on X because Rumble Studio just won't do what it's supposed to do. I don't know why. I guess Rumble customer service loves me writing them every day because I feel like I have to write them every day because their shit doesn't work right. So that's a thing. Also, I just got a notification that my computer needs to do a reset because it just updated itself now that I just started the live. So if we have any problems, it will most likely be because of that. Anyways, I want to give a huge shout out to Jack. Thank you so much for the PayPal, Jack. I really appreciate it. Without the PayPal, I would not have been able to continue my subscription with Rumble because I'm so fucking poor right now. So thank you so much, Jack. I really appreciate you. We're going to be starting off with this first video titled Trump Administration May Deny Visas for Immigrants with Certain Health Conditions. If you're too fat, we may not let you in the country because we got enough fat Americans as it is. Then we got a video titled Olympic Committee Plans to Ban Shape-Shifting Athletes from Women's Events. I mean, it's about time. Then we got a video titled U.S. Military Strikes More Alleged Drug Boats in the Pacific. I don't know why they call them alleged drug boats. They've already confiscated cocaine from these boats. So they're not alleged drug boats. I'm sorry they don't have fentanyl on them, but cocaine's still a drug. It's a hell of a drug. Anyways, then we got a video titled Former Capitol Police Chief Reacts to J6 pipe bomb suspect revelation. We're just going to cover the first half of this video, I believe. I'm trying to think here. I think that's what we're going to cover in this. I didn't write down the right timestamp, but they're going to give us information about all of this, and then they're basically going to tell us that they're not going to do anything about it. Then we got our midlife break, our funny video halfway through. Today it was provided by 10 Man and it's titled D's Nuts. Then getting back into the news, we got a video titled CBP Commander Bovino leaving Chicago soon, DHS to stay, just giving us an update on what's going on in Chicago. Then we got a video titled MLB Players Indicted in Pitching Rigging Gambling Scheme. This is not related to the NBA gambling scheme thing that was going on. This is something completely separate. Then we got a video titled California Career Criminal Strikes Again on the Run from Police. This person did a gang murder or some shit like that. He was given 88 years in prison. California changed the law, let him out, and now he's murdered 2 more people. Then we'll be getting the last little bit of the news of the day. Today it's Lefties Losing It, and it's titled A New Gender Identity Drops. Good stuff. Then we're going to be getting into the fun stuff. We're going to be opening today's door of the Advent Calendar sent by Tori Wayne. And we got our 2 funny videos of the day. First one was provided by Stoner, and it's titled Just Hold the Damn Flashlight. And our official funny video of the day is titled Fun Fact. It's all coming up next, but first we're going to hop in the chat and see how you hooligans are doing today. And what is up, everyone, over on jeffmaclive.com. What's up, Obnoxious Scott? What's up, Ghostly? What's up, Snooks? What's up, Russell? And what's up, Matt Rogers? Happy freedom, you hooligans. Appreciate all of you guys being on the website. And what is up, everyone, over on Rumble? Major, you were first today. Happy freedom to you, and I appreciate you racing to the chat, Major. What's up, Turbo? Happy freedom. What's up, Too Old to Care? Happy freedom to you. What's up, Dutton? Happy freedom to you. Let me see, scrolling through here, make sure we get everybody. Throw my chapstick really quick. Matt Rogers, you're omnipresent, appreciate you. What's up, Mr. Satan? Happy freedom. What's up, Boost the Flames? Happy freedom to you. What's up, Hedo? Happy freedom to you. What's up, Kane? Happy freedom. What's up, Sharon's here? Happy freedom to you. I think we got everybody. You guys are welcome to hit that like button. See if you can get us on the front page of Rumble. And there's no Kick today because Rumble's not doing what it's supposed to do. And what is up, everyone, over on Twitch? Happy freedom to you. What's up, TBD? Happy freedom. And what is up, everyone, over on the Goof, too? What's up, Damon Walker? Happy freedom to you. What's up, Shanti? Boosted Flames, you're omnipresent. Appreciate you. Matt Rogers, you're truly omnipresent. Appreciate you. What's up, Black Sheep? Happy freedom to you. Mr. Satan, you're omnipresent. Appreciate you. Let me see. Scrolling through. What's up, Roy? Happy freedom. I think we got everybody. You guys are welcome to hit that like button as well. And we're not live on X because Rumble thinks that my life's not hard enough, so apply pressure here. Either way, we're going to go ahead and move forward here. Like I said, this first video titled Trump Administration May Deny Visas for Immigrants with Certain Health Conditions. I don't know if this is related to the new BMI metric stuff that they did where they came to the realization that Americans, 70% of adult Americans are obese, and I guess we don't want fat immigrants moving in, I guess. I don't know. I'm not really sure. Either way, before we get into this, I want to remind you, hooligans, we have these Hooligan Love t-shirts. Now, this design was created by Alistair, and Alistair is a badass in just about everything he does. So I will be posting his link in all of the chats for you hooligans to have the opportunity to hire him for your creative needs, because if you think it, he can create it. Now, this design does come in shirts for men, shirts for women, and we have a variation of this. We have the big size across the chest, and we have a minimal version where it's just smaller and it's kind of off to the side, kind of like pocket t-shirts, because some of you guys have said you don't really want a giant design on your t-shirt like I like. So I made a couple options. We got a brand new merch store with brand new items. Go check it all out. I'll drop all the links in the chats while we're watching this first video.
The Trump administration is putting up a not welcome sign for some foreigners who want to come to the U.S. A new directive says visas may be denied for people with certain medical conditions, including diabetes or obesity. CBS News foreign correspondent Remy Inocencio explains.
A public service announcement to foreigners hoping to live in America: be healthy or be denied. If you're obese, got diabetes, or because of your age, a new Trump directive basically says you might have a tougher chance getting that U.S. visa. Consular officers around the world have been instructed to ask, could this person someday cost too much in medical care? And if the answer is yes, then that officer could very well decline you. Critics, though, they say it's turning health into a kind of wealth test. Basically, if you can't afford to stay healthy, then you can't afford to be American. But supporters say, hold on, why should U.S. taxpayers foot the bill for someone else's care, which could be lifelong? So it's not because anyone broke a law, but because you might be a burden on America with that high blood pressure, with that asthma, or with that insulin bill. One note, filtering U.S. visa applicants for health reasons is not new. There have been screenings that look for communicable diseases like tuberculosis, along with your vaccine history. But this is an expansion of that, and critics say it's all part of the Trump administration's effort to control immigration into the country. Back to you.
Okay. Really quick video there. I don't know. Somebody's going to be mad about this, but it doesn't matter to me. I think it's interesting how they talk about, like, if you're healthy enough to be fit. No, I think it's a lot harder to be fat. If you're poor, you can't be fat. You won't be able to eat enough to be fat. I don't know. That's how I think about it. But either way, you may be too fat to get a visa to come here to the U.S. They're refining health condition requirements in order to get a visa here. I'm not really sure what caused this and who's going to check it, because apparently we just let people come here and just stay here after their visa expires. It happens all the damn time. We cover videos almost every single day about it. So I guess if you're skinny enough to get the visa, you'll be golden, because once you get here, you can just fucking stay here. Nobody's going to find out. You can even become a superintendent at the school. Fun stuff. Or a teacher, right? We just covered a video about somebody was working at a school as some staff member, but they were here illegally. They had some sort of visa, and then they smuggled their kids into the country and got arrested at the school. I believe it was in Chicago, and they were trying to defend all of that. I don't know. Either way, next up, we got Olympic Committee plans to ban shape-shifting athletes from women's events. It's a good idea. It should have been that way, but either way, it's coming up next. So first, we're going to hop in the chat, see what your hooligans think about them changing health requirements in order to get here in the U.S. Russell, your cock's obese? Very nice. Hate when that happens. You go to Walmart and you're supposed to stick your arm in the thing, and it squeezes your arm for blood pressure. You just stick your meat in there. That's what you gotta do. Gotta do what you gotta do. Ghostly in the UFC has their own gambling fix being investigated by the FBI too. I wonder what's causing all these investigations to happen all of a sudden. The NBA, the MLB, it's all over the place. Matt Rogers, Border Patrol about to get new truck scales. Yeah. I'm wondering what's going to happen with all of that, because we got a video talking about Bo Vino leaving Chicago, and I don't know if that's because of the judge and the court and all of that. They made him go to court every day like last week or the week before, and they claimed that he was lying and that he was using excessive force. I'm not sure if he's being moved as punishment or if they got something else for him, if he's more useful in a different location. What's up, Screaming Eagle? Happy freedom to you. What's up, We Are the Show? Happy freedom to you. What's up, Rich? Happy freedom to you. No shapeshifters in the Olympics. That's official now. Well, the official announcement hasn't come out yet. It's supposed to come out sometime in the next year. But yeah, that's what they're saying. What's up, Energy Woman? Happy freedom. Let me refresh these pages here. There we go. We is live. Oh, I clicked the wrong button. I hope you're having a great day as well. We Are the Show. Thank you for stopping in. All right, hooligans, we're going to move forward here. Like I said, Olympic Committee plans to ban shape-shifting athletes from women's events. Like I said, it's not officially announced yet, but they're just letting everybody know. I think they're trying to get everybody ready to watch the Olympics instead of getting ready to boycott the Olympics. Now, I don't watch the shit regardless of who's playing, but either way, I think that's what they're doing. They know that they hurt their brand having those weird performances they had that resembled The Last Supper, and then we all know the dude was in women's sports and multiple events and stuff like that. So I think they're trying to get ahead of this. That way somebody will actually watch this nonsense once it's on the air instead of just figuring out clever terms to boycott it. I don't know. It's just my opinion and my guess. Hit that like button if you haven't already, and let's get into this.
The Winter Olympics in Italy are just over 12 weeks away, but the International Olympic Committee may be on the verge of a major announcement that could bring its policies in line with the Trump administration ahead of the 2028 Summer Games in Los Angeles. It is reportedly set to ban transgender athletes who were born male from competing in all women's Olympic events. Nick's here with the details. This sounds like a really big change potentially, Nick.
This would be big. Anna, it would be a huge policy shift for the IOC, which until now has let each sports international governing body set their own policies centered on transgender inclusion. It would also mark a big change from the IOC's 2021 framework, which said there should not be a presumption of advantage when it comes to trans athletes. The reported push comes after IOC President Christy Coventry vowed to protect the women's category before being elected in March.
What I would like for the IOC to do is to bring everyone together to try and find a consensus amongst all of us that we can all get behind and that we can implement, and above anything and everything else, it's fair and protects the female categories.
According to the British newspaper The Times, the IOC will issue the ban sometime early next year, citing a new scientific review that found evidence men have a permanent physical advantage over women athletes even after hormone therapy. However, the Guardian newspaper says the ban could still be a year out and that the IOC is facing pushback to a possible ban on athletes who were reported female at birth but have male chromosomes and the same testosterone level as men, also known as differences in sexual development. That would include athletes like South Africa's Caster Semenya, who won gold at the London and Rio Games before track and field's governing body, World Athletics, banned DSD athletes from competing as women in 2023. While the IOC has issued a statement saying no decision has been made, the reported policy change would bring them in line with the Trump administration. Back in February, President Trump signed an executive order banning transgender athletes from women's sports, which he intends to apply to the 2028 Summer Olympics in Los Angeles. Anna, it's worth noting that despite the talk surrounding the policy, the IOC says fewer than 0.1% of recent Olympians openly identify as trans or non-binary.
Thank you for watching. Subscribe below and download.
Okay. I don't know. That sounds really stupid the way they said it. They're like, yeah, they came to the realization that if you were born a boy and you walk around pretending to be a girl, you have a permanent physical advantage over the female players. Yeah. That's what everybody's been saying since dude's been punching women in the face in the Olympics. He's been saying that forever, but it's okay. Welcome up here with the rest of the class, I guess. They're saying the Olympics may be changing the policy to remove shapeshifters from female sports. They expect the announcement to happen within the next year. They say that they're changing their policy because they're finally acknowledging that shapeshifters still have a permanent physical advantage over actual female players. Good, good. I'm glad that they figured it all out. Good stuff. Next up, U.S. military strikes more alleged drug boats in the Pacific. Smoking drug terrorists out there. Now, they keep saying alleged drug boats, even though they found the cocaine. I don't know why they keep saying that. I'm sorry it's not fentanyl. But that whole alleged stuff is we're beyond that at this point. But either way, it's coming up next. First, we're going to hop in the chat, see what you hooligans think about these changes happening at the Olympics. Russell, shouldn't shapeshifters be in the Special Olympics? They should have their own category. I don't think they should necessarily compete against everybody, but they should be in their own category of sorts. What's up, Dusto? Happy freedom to you. What's up, Rappy? Happy freedom to you. Dusto, about frickin' time. I know. They're like, hey, did you guys know that they have an advantage? Yeah. Yes, as long as men have been punching women in the face, we know that there's a physical fucking advantage. Duh. That's why we have female sports. Like, so stupid. Olympics is like, hey guys, yeah, we know. Like, we know. That's why I don't watch this stupid shit. Done. Making breakfast for supper. Eggs, bacon, and pancakes. Sounds fantastic. I love breakfast. I could eat breakfast all day, every day. But today I got chili. I cooked chili yesterday. Today I'm making chili burritos with leftovers. This is the only time I can eat leftovers. Crock-pot chili. But I think breakfast beats everything. Even tacos. I like breakfast more than tacos. What's up, Knucking Futs? Happy freedom to you. Rich, burnt your bacon this morning? That's abuse. That's bacon abuse. They're going to lower your credit score over that stuff. Our social credit score is going to get lowered over that. Chi up, did you save your dreads? I did save my dreads. I actually got 2 bags of dreads because I had dreads twice, but I never reattached my first set. But yep, 2 bags of dreads. Just in case people want to make voodoo dolls of me. What's up, Tar Kitty? Happy freedom. Tar Kitty, snow still sticking until, let's see, up there Friday in Grand Rapids, 61. Yeah, we have a lot of snow. There's like this much snow sitting on top of my car right now. There's a ton of snow. It's been, I don't know, I think today's day 3 of snow, but yeah, it's supposed to go away, supposedly. What's up, Brenda? Happy freedom. Steak and eggs, yep. Steak and egg wrap, yeah, that sounds really good. Russell, so that means Guessum can't participate. He's gonna just metabolize in front of us. What's up, Metal Mouth? Happy freedom. We're gonna be summoning the Guessum. Rich, yeah. I'm only like 5 minutes from Lake Michigan. It should warm back up though. It's like 2 days ago it was fall, and now it's just winter. It's just winter outside. We had to have the parking lot plowed. Like the plow trucks are outside laying salt down and shit. It's winter, but it'll be spring or it'll be fall again here in a week or so, and then real winter will show up, and that's always fun. Either way, moving forward here. Next up, U.S. military strikes more alleged drug boats in the Pacific, out in the Pacific. Now, before we get into this, I want to remind you, hooligans, if you'd like to participate in Free Speech Saturday, make sure you post all of your memes over on Discord or on jeffmaclive.com. Just hop in the group chats on either platform. You'll see the tabs labeled memes. Drop what you got and we'll shout you out, as we're making Saturdays more fun. Let's get this pulled up.
The U.S. military has carried out
more about the alleged drug boats that got drugs on them because they validated it, but we'll just call it alleged just for the fun of it. U.S. military strikes more alleged drug boats in the Pacific Ocean. Hit that like button if you haven't already, and let's get into this.
The U.S. military has carried out 2 new strikes on alleged drug boats in the eastern Pacific Ocean, killing 6 people. Defense Secretary Pete Hegseth posted video of the strikes saying they were carrying narcotics and traveling along a known narco-trafficking route. This brings the total number of known attacks to 19 since September. At least 75 people have been killed. The Trump administration has provided little evidence to back up its claims about the boats, and some lawmakers have pushed for more information on who's being targeted and why.
Who's being targeted and why? They say as they pull the cocaine bundles from the ocean. They're saying 2 drug boat strikes have happened. 6 terrorists were killed in the strikes. We've done 19 strikes since September. 75 terrorists killed so far in these drug boat strikes. They said that the Trump admin has done little to back up the claims that these are drug boats. But we just covered a video not that long ago with Congress being mad that all we keep finding is cocaine from these boats and we're not finding any fentanyl. So it seems that they're just mad that President Trump is hurting their cocaine supply. So when they say alleged drug boats, that's what they mean. That they're mad that the cocaine prices are going up. That's all they're saying there. Next up, former Capitol Police Chief reacts to J6 pipe bomb suspect. I don't know. They're going to explain this to us, that they really think they know who this is, and that this person went and joined another organization, and that nobody's going to do anything about this. And that's what it really sounds like. Now, I'm pretty sure we're not going to watch the whole video here, but I can't exactly remember, and I didn't write down the timestamp. So we're going to figure this out together. But before we do that, we're going to hop in the chat, see what you hooligans think about this drug boat strikes. Matt Rogers, 55 and sunny here. I'm pulling weeds. I wish it was 55 here. I'm tired of the snow already. It's been 3 days. I'm ready for spring and summer. What's up, Salty Ragu? Happy Freedom. Your boat's missing. That's not good. Where's Gesum? He already has a motorcycle. I don't know if he needed a boat or not. We'll see. Russell, Trump has it. Salty Ragu, is he painting flames on it? He should. That'd be badass. Ghostly, it went from 70 to 30 here in 1 day. What the fuck? We skipped fall. I want a refund. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Went from sweating to scraping my windshield in 1 day. What's up, Magic Moon? Happy Freedom to you. What's up, Watchman? Happy Freedom to you. What's up, Bill Clay? Happy Freedom. None of my fuck snow. Yes, absolutely. Absolutely. Dusto 75 here in Las Vegas. I wish I could feel it. I wish I could feel the heat. It is cold here. Like, I'll be surprised if you guys see Klaus Daniels. He's been cuddling up to the heater. We got a boiler system, so we got radiators all along the edge of the walls, and he just cuddles up next to it like he's in a toaster. He just cooks the one side of his body, and then he rotates and cooks the other side of his body. He's a big cat, the big fatty. Major, you love the cold? I don't mind it being cold. I just don't like the snow itself. I can't stand the way people drive. I just can't stand people. And the snow makes people worse. And so that's what I don't like about it. I prefer to be a little on the cooler side. Nugging Futz, cocaine inflation is this holiday season. Yeah, the inflation's going up like crazy. That's why Congress is pissed. All I want for Christmas is hookahs and blow. It's going to be expensive this year. Tar Kitty Glenn Beck reporter he got arrested and went to prison. He is the one that broke the Capitol Police CIA stuff. Yeah. Well, that's what I'm saying. I'm wondering what's going to happen from here, because it doesn't sound like there's going to be any real accountability. Roy, I don't understand how they don't get that the coke gets sent to Mexico, then they cut it with the fentanyl. They don't manufacture the coke with fentanyl, and it comes to the U.S. Well, they're controlling some of it, I'm sure, because if they control the drugs, then they control the money. If they control the money, then they control everything. So just like we've seen with Biden and the cartels, there's got to be some sort of connection between our government and the cartels. We don't just go and wipe them off the planet. We could, but we don't. And same thing with the drugs. We're just smacking the drug boats out the water instead of actually stopping where it's coming from. Like, I don't know. There's some other thing happening here. I mean, I'm sure they're drug boats, but they're manipulating the situation instead of solving the situation. Like, how many drug boats are we going to smoke before something escalates or doesn't escalate? And that's kind of what, they're saying on the news. They're like, what's the end game of this? But it seems there's something happening in the background and we just don't know about it. Let me see. Where are we at? Like I said, former Capitol Police Chief reacts to J6 pipe bomb suspect revelation. Somebody, I can't remember who it is. There's a couple people keep popping up in the chat talking about this J6 pipe bomb stuff that isn't going to have a conclusion. And so I figured we would go ahead and cover it because we've talked about it in the chat so many times. I don't know that we'll have a follow-up because from what this sounds like is that they're not going to do anything about this. If it was us, they would throw us in prison and we'd probably die within the week. But this person, they got promoted, so it is what it is. Either way, hit that like button over on Rumble as well as the CommentTube, and let's get into this.
Nearly 5 years ago, January 5, 2021, a hooded character planted bombs outside the DNC and RNC headquarters in Washington, D.C. Despite the most elaborate investigation in history into January 6, which was the next day, somehow, despite a $500,000 FBI reward, the Kabuki Theater manhunt for the pipe bomber went years unsolved. But that might be changing. Investigative journalist Steve Baker with Blaze Media claims a forensic analysis of a female former U.S. Capitol Police officer's gait is a 94 to 98% match of the unique stride of the long-sought J6 pipe bomb suspect, adding that this finding was confirmed by several high-level intelligence sources. A woman, a female Capitol Police officer. Baker says that female cop left the department in mid-2021, so just a few months later, for a security detail at the CIA. At this hour, no government agency has confirmed or denied this reporting. The FBI just telling us the investigation continues, not even touching our actual question about the specific officer. CIA called us back a number of times. They said they appreciated us reaching out, claimed they'd provide us with a statement. We have not gotten that yet. Capitol Police have not responded to us yet at all. Their former chief, though, is with us tonight. Stephen Sund was the Capitol Police Chief on January 6, 2021, and it's good to have you on, sir. We're not naming this officer. We're not going to show her picture at this point. I want to start, though, with do you believe?
Okay, we're not going to worry about what that guy believes, because as great as that probably is, that doesn't fucking matter. This person supposedly planted pipe bombs, then they got a promotion to go work with the CIA happily ever after. But if that was us, they'd have shot us on sight, put us on TV, called us white supreme pizzas, and had the Democrats cry about it for the next 6 years. So, like I said, his opinion is probably really great, but that just doesn't matter. Pipe bomb suspect supposedly is identified. They say forensic analysis of a female former U.S. Capitol Police officer's gait, not their gape, their gait, it's a different video, is 94 to 98% match to the unique stride of the long-sought J6 pipe bomb suspect, which isn't exactly a confirmation, but they think it is. Either way, according to the Blaze News investigation confirmed by several intelligence sources, whoever that is, they say the female cop left the department a few months after J6 and went to the CIA to become a security detail, so they got a promotion of sorts. And then they go on to say that there's no conclusion to this and that the investigation continues, which probably means they're just sweeping the rest of the shit under the rug and nothing is ever going to happen from this. They're just really sorry they brought it up in the first place. Next up, midlife break, our funny video halfway through. Today was provided by 10 Man's titled D's Nuts. And it's coming up next, but first we're going to hop in the chat, see what you hooligans think about this whole pipe bomb situation that, well, there's not going to be any accountability. It's next to sunset right now. It's been dark here for like an hour. It's not even time to be dark yet. That's how you know the snow's flying. Guess I'm the Special Olympics poster child. Not gonna argue with it.
I've gotten great reviews. Everything's gotten great reviews except for one thing, my hair.
Happy for him to you. Guess some. Guess you didn't get no boat? What'd you do with Ghostly's boat? Or maybe it was Salty Ragu's boat. Whose boat was it? Which one of you guys? I think it was Salty Ragu. And you got to paint flames on it. That's what you're supposed to do. Ghostly CIA went rogue years and years ago. Now they're the most well-funded terrorist organization. If we really went to war on drugs, all CIA agents would be swinging from the tree. Yeah. Well, that's like, I don't remember where it was at this point. It was like Hades or something like that. the president over there got assassinated or something. I think that's what happened. I think the president had got assassinated, and they found a recording, or they made public a recording where he was screaming that it was CIA or something. It was the U.S. that was inside of his house. And then we were like, nah, we didn't send CIA over there to go assassinate their president. And then the next week we were like, we got to go over there to retrieve some CIA agents that were captured. like, oh, yeah, we do? They're like, yeah, they haven't been harmed, though. No, they shot their president. Then we went over there and picked them up. Like, yeah. So, no, I totally believe that. CIA is scary as shit. Guess I love the haircut. It looks like one of my testicles. I shave my nuts together. I like them to look like twins. I don't just do the one. The one gets the haircut. The other one, I just braid the hair. Do cornrows and shit. Put little bandanas on my wiener. Yes. Don't you worry about that, guess, huh? Guess I'm sorry the boat's sitting next to my motorcycle. That's exactly what I was saying. What's up, Jagula? Happy freedom. What's up, Alistair? Happy freedom to you. Major, CIA is a global menace. Yeah, I think CIA runs the world. Major, you fuck up, you get a promotion. Only in the government. Where the government shuts down and you still get paid. Just doesn't make sense. Major, 0% accountability every time. Jagulac, home one over the other. You got waves going on. You got to put a do-rag on it. Where are you guys at on Saturday? Let's see. Rich, CIA connections. Yeah. Well, they probably didn't even get promoted to the CIA. It was probably their like initiation. They were like, hey, go plant these explosives and stuff, and you'll be promoted. You'll be in. You'll be one of us. And they were like, all right. And they just went and did it. Then they investigated it, and they were like, oh, it was a entrance ritual. Okay, and just swept it under the rug. Brenda, drugs are in the prisons, allowing this cartel. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Well, like I said, they control all of that stuff. They're not going to actually stop the drug flow. Because if they did, they wouldn't be a part of it. If they weren't a part of it, they couldn't control it. What's up, Cheeky Chops? Happy freedom. What's up, T Knox? Happy freedom to you. What's up, Mr. Lynn? Happy freedom. What's up, Bullseye? Happy freedom to you. It's the time of the year where I don't see daylight for months. Yeah. Next time I see daylight, it'll be May outside. I'm not looking forward to that. What's up, Salty Ginger? Happy freedom. What's up, Slampire? Happy freedom to you. Bullseye, if I slipped up as much as the government, I'd be in prison. Why aren't they? Because supposedly there's no one above them. Alright, hooligans, we're going to move forward here. Like I said, we got our midlife break, our funny video halfway through. But first, let me see if we got to do an ad read. We have a reminder. I got to figure out which one it is. Got to make sure we meet all the requirements here for the Premium Creator Program. Ads. One more. We got one more. We are. How many days in it? 11 days in. We almost hit all the checkpoints. No way. What did I just do? For the damn Creator Program, I'm clicking all the wrong buttons right now. Anyways, we're going to read an ad really quick, and then we're going to get into our funny video halfway through our midlife break. Come on, do thing. Okay, if you haven't already, make sure you download the Rumble app. It's free, simple to use, and the best way to stay connected to the content you want. Once you've got it, search for my channel and hit follow. That way, you'll get a notification every time we go live. No missed shows, no extra steps. You can grab it right now using the link in the description or the pinned live chat. Download it in your phone and you're ready to go. If you prefer watching on the big screen, Rumble is available on all major streaming devices and smart TVs. Just search for Rumble, follow the channel, and be a part of the action. Okay, we did the thing. We did the thing. As much as I love reading that ad, being on the browser, unfortunately, is actually a better experience on Rumble. But either way, getting into this midlife break here, like I said, it was provided by Tin Man. Although I don't think he's here with us right this second. This is titled These Nuts.
What the fuck are you supposed to be? You look like both of these nuts when I get out the shower.
Ha ha, Bob. Very funny, but I'm raising awareness for how dry your jokes are.
What the fuck are you?
Going off. I like the Bob Barker videos. It's good stuff. I kind of like the Bob Ross ones too. Either way, get back to the news here. These nuts. This next one is CBP Commander Bovino leaving Chicago soon. This is DHS. Now, like I said before, I don't know if he's being moved because they're trying to claim that he's using excessive force and he's a liar and this, that, and the other and whatever. Or if he's just more useful in a different location than sitting here playing with these yahoos over in Chicago. Either way, hit that like button over on Rumble as well as the CommuTube, and let's get into this.
Tanya and Terrell, multiple sources tell ABC News Border Patrol Commander Greg Bovino is expected to be leaving the Chicago area within the coming days, but the Department of Homeland Security says it will still maintain a presence here in the city. Now, Bovino's departure could mean that he is set to go to another city or return to the El Centro sector, according to a source. He's been met with nothing but controversy here since arriving to the Chicago area under so-called Operation Midway Blitz, including multiple court appearances over federal agents' use of force and concerning conditions at the Broadview ICE facility. Meanwhile, faith leaders blocking 26th Street this morning under the Little Village Arch, holding a prayer service with a makeshift altar. Volunteers standing by after reports that Border Patrol agents will be back in Little Village today. So far, we haven't seen any. They're putting pressure on ICE agents, they say, amid ongoing immigration enforcement and showing organized resistance together with the faith community.
Only God has the right, sir, to destroy families. Your hate and racism has no place in the United States of America because we are American families. And we want to be treated with respect and dignity.
They could bring 1,000 agents, we'll bring out 10,000 people to the streets. We don't have guns, we don't have nothing but whistles. And that's just how we want to fight this administration.
And back out here live, a spokesperson for DHS claims that crime has fallen in Chicago since their operations began, but our ABC7 data team found that crime had already been falling over the past 12 months here in the city. A spokesperson for the mayor's office also responding to DHS's claims, saying, part quote here, "It is great to hear that the Trump administration acknowledges, as we have been saying for months, that crime is significantly down in Chicago." As you can hear behind me, protesters are still here. Again, as we've heard reports that federal agents may be visiting Little Village today. For now, reporting live, Stephanie Wade, ABC7 Eyewitness News.
Okay. So Bovino is supposedly going to be moving around here. I don't know. I think it's just an optics thing because he went to court all week. The judge claimed at the end that he was lying, that he wasn't being hit with debris and that he was just using excessive force against the protesters. And I think if they leave him there, it's just going to be more of that. They're just going to keep demonizing ICE and using him as the poster child to do it. And I think that's why they're moving him. I mean, who really knows? But that's what it seems like. It's not helping optics by him being there. There's nothing new happening, so it's not like he really needs to be on the scene. So I think it's just probably a decision made that would be best for everybody if he just left the area. They're saying that Bovino could be leaving Chicago soon. They aren't sure about where he'll be heading next. There will be a federal presence in Chicago after he leaves. They also mentioned people in Little Village being really mad that the frozen meanies are expected to come back to town to continue to do their job. So they can go ahead and enjoy that. Next up, MLB players indicted in pitch rigging gambling scheme. This is not connected to the NBA gambling stuff that's going on right now. This is a whole different thing. It's coming up next, but first we're going to hop in the chat, see what you hooligans think about Bovino potentially leaving Chicago. Saw the Ragu. The fuck, crime dropped? No, I don't think so. They just lie about that stuff. But maybe not. I don't know. The feds show up and supposedly they're arresting all kinds of people. So maybe crime is dropping. They're like, well, we don't like the feds being here, and we don't need them here because crime's doing better now since they've been here. Yeah, that's how that works. We don't need mouse traps because when we had mouse traps, they were catching mice. Mm-hmm. Saudi Ragu, make Chirac great again. It's not doing so hot right now. It's a nice boat, guess some. Just get that. What's up, Tom Tom? Happy freedom. What's up, Larry? Happy freedom to you. What's up, Beck Frank? Happy freedom. Taking naps in the future? What's up, James? Happy freedom. What's up, Marsh? Happy freedom to you. 4 dead, 9 wounded in the weekend shootings in Chirac, the police say. Yeah, I believe it. There's murders every weekend, but no, they don't need Fed boys there. What's up, Otters? Happy freedom. The crime didn't stop. The prosecutions did. Yeah, exactly. Just like in D.C. If they don't hold them accountable, then there's nothing on the board to, squeak about. That's badass, Alistair. Yeah, they should let you know about the creator program the week leading into next month. It'll be like probably the Monday before the final week. You'll get hit up because that's how it started for me. And I've been in the program twice because they used to call it the small creator program, and now it's the premium creator program. And so I've had to deal with that twice. And then when you get paid, what you'll notice is when you get paid for the premium creator program, you'll go on X and everybody will be celebrating that they just got accepted into the creator program. So it all happens in the same time period. It's within the week leading up to the next month. But I'm sure they'll accept you in. Metalmouth, who's the blonde Barbie clone? I don't know. She sticks around long enough, Trump will recruit her. She'll be at the Trump rallies. That's all I think. When I see blonde, big booby girls with big old lips and stuff, I'm like, she'll be at a Trump rally. Pretty much females that come from Arizona because they all look like that. Salt Ragu, found your lighter? I told you I didn't steal it. Knucking Fuss, double secret, probation. What's up, Xterra? Happy freedom to you. I wish they'd bring 500,000 agents. I don't know. They would flip. They would flip. They would say it was Chicago's being sieged. Dan Walker, if there's no accountability, there's no justice. Yeah, and that's where we are. What's up, PB Brown? Happy freedom. Bullseye, the price is wrong, Bob. What's up, Web Companion? Happy freedom. You're in Michigan where I'm at? We're both in Michigan. It's cold here. Bullseye, snatch that. That's what Trump did. Done, you like blonde chicks? No, I've never dated a blonde chick. But they just all look like they're from the Trump rallies. They all kind of look like Kristi Noem, but with blonde hair. All right, hooligans, we're going to move forward here. Like I said, MLB players indicted in pitch rigging gambling scheme. I don't know why we haven't heard more about this stuff. People have been saying that sports are rigged and fake forever. Forever. I don't watch the shit. So I don't have time to do that kind of stuff. But on top of that, everybody's always talking about how it's rigged and it's fake and all this stuff. Never hear about investigations or anything like that. And now all of a sudden, everybody's being investigated. I don't know if they're going to talk about the NBA stuff in this or not, but this is what it's reminded me of. And in the comments of this video, people are saying the same thing. They were like, first it's the NBA, now it's MLB. What's next? Hit that like button if you haven't already, and let's get into this.
All right, welcome back in here to Live Now from Fox. I am Andy Mack, and this was just a bit outside of the guidelines around baseball. A major betting scandal for Major League Baseball as two Cleveland Guardians pitchers indicted on federal charges. And earlier today, we did see Luis Ortiz appearing in federal court on charges accusing him and his teammate, Emmanuel Clase, of taking bribes to help associates in their native Dominican Republic to win prop bets placed on pitches, singular pitches they threw. Of course, the judge there granted Ortiz his release, but several conditions. So these two pitchers accused of taking bribes in a gambling scheme. We're going to be joined right now by Fox's Caroline Elliott on the ground in New York City. Caroline, thank you so much for joining us here on Live Now from Fox. What can you tell us? How are baseball fans reacting?
Yeah, Andy Mack, as you can imagine, not great. There's been a lot of talk online, some saying that both of these players are just plain stupid, and others are saying that they think that this entire game might be rigged. Now, as you mentioned, Emmanuel Clase has not been put into custody yet, but we do know police did arrest Luis Ortiz yesterday, and then this afternoon he made his first appearance in federal court in Boston. Now, U.S. attorneys are accusing both of these players of taking bribes to throw pitches into the dirt on purpose. According to the indictment, the pitchers would make a deal with bettors in advance on the type of pitch they would throw during the game, and then gamblers would use this info to place hundreds of fraudulent bets. U.S. attorneys say the unnamed co-conspirators won close to $500,000 and then would give the players a very small portion of the earnings. The indictment says Clase, who reportedly makes $4.5 million a year, got paid only $7,000 during the scheme, and Ortiz, who makes well over $700,000 a year, also got paid only a couple $1,000. Now, both players are facing up to 65 years in prison.
It's just foolish. I mean, you've got to be a complete, utter idiot to be involved in something like this. With all of the ability that you have, all of the work that you have put in, everything that is going on that is positive in your life, and you're a Major League Baseball player, and you're literally taking pennies, less than pennies on the dollar compared to your salary and what you can earn.
The DOJ says this all started in 2023, and now both players are charged with wire fraud, conspiracy, money laundering, and bribery. According to the indictment, the defendants deprived the Cleveland Guardians and Major League Baseball of their honest services. They defrauded the online betting platforms where the bets were placed, and they betrayed America's pastime. It goes on to say, quote, integrity, honesty, and fair play are part of the DNA of professional sports. When corruption infiltrates the game, it brings disgrace not only to the participants, but also damages public trust. Meantime, the players' lawyers deny the charges, saying that the athletes did nothing wrong here, and the MLB does tell us both players are cooperating.
Yeah,
Andy Mack.
Very interesting.
Okay. What a bunch of idiots. It sounds weird. Like, they obviously knew what they were risking, and then they did it for a couple $1,000, and they're like millionaires. I don't know. There's like something missing from the story, because millionaires aren't going to gamble and rig the game and stuff over a few $1,000 that isn't going to change their life. It's not going to make a difference to them. Why would they do that? Like, why would a couple $1,000 be enough to influence a millionaire to ruin their career? That doesn't make sense. There's something missing. They're saying two MLB players are indicted for rigged gambling scheme. The pitchers would throw bad pitches intentionally and receive a few $1,000s for it. They're being charged with wire fraud, conspiracy, money laundering, and bribery. They're facing 65 years in prison for a few $1,000s. That's something missing from the story. Next up, California career criminal strikes again. He's on the run from police. He had already killed somebody and went to jail for it. He was doing 88 years in prison. California changed their law and they let him out early. He's killed 2 more people. It's coming up next, but first we're going to hop in the chat, see what you hooligans think about this situation with these baseball players that threw their career away over a few $1,000s. Ghostly, the mafia. You think that's what happened? They got involved with the mafia somehow? Guess money creates greed. Yeah, I believe that. Happy freedom to you, Kirsten. Thank you for joining us over here on the website. What's up, cowgirl? Happy freedom to you. Corruption and compromise is what happens. Yeah, absolutely. What's up, Fitzy? What's up, Jeffro? What's up, Polish? Happy freedom. What's up, Sherry? Did we get raided? Y'all just showed up? Something's going on. We have been raided. Let me see. Somebody said None Report raided us. Thank you, None Report. Trying to get the Klaus Daniels here for the raid. Thank you so much for the raid, None Report. Really appreciate it. Welcome, raiders. You guys hit that like button on your way in, trying to get on the front page here. You're fantastic. Thank you for raiding us. Like I was saying, next up, California career criminal strikes again on the run from police right now, but we're hopping in the chat to read through. Kirsten, definitely some kind of blackmail or something sinister going on. Yeah, it definitely seems like it. Definitely, because it just doesn't make sense. Here's a few $1,000s, throw your career away and, you know, get shunned on TV. Ghostly, do it or Tony will break your hand. That's right, put your hands on the table. Plus Quack, happy freedom to you. Special kind of tarded to throw away $4.5 million over $7,000. That's what I'm saying. Something's not right with that. What's up, God's sign? Happy freedom to you. So much greed they make 10 times a normal person, but still want more. Yeah. I wonder what that's like. What's up, TV Green? Happy freedom to you. What's up, Snarl? Happy freedom. See if we can get all the raiders in here. What's up, Glass? Happy freedom to you. Fresca Bean, happy freedom. Wish my Rumble app let me click on names, copy it, and reply. Have to spell your names out. I know. I don't know why it's like that. On computer, it's so simple. You just click on somebody's name and it pops it in the text bar there. Yeah, it is annoying that on the app you have to spell it out. What's up, Wendy Wild? Happy freedom to you. What's up, Bones? Happy freedom to you. Yeah, I think it's a better experience to use Rumble on the browser than the app. One day they'll get the app where we need it to be. Nugging Futz, let's summarize. The FBI says MLB players have lost the public trust. Okay, got it. Yeah. I think MLB had lost the public trust when they had the Sin Sister, the Sisterhood of Sins. I don't know, the shapeshifters wearing nun outfits. When that stuff happened, I think a lot of people turned away from baseball and didn't go back, but I don't know. Maybe that's just my perception. What's up, Tammy? Happy freedom. What's up, Feeling Froggy? Happy freedom to you. Feeling Froggy, he might make $4 million a year, but after paying his agent and management, he makes maybe half of that. Yeah, but I still think $7,000 is too low to throw away their baseball career. Companion, only thing I can think of, baseball guys don't want to give friends money directly, but want to give them a bet so they can make money indirectly. I mean, maybe, but I don't understand why they're not making more money. If they know that they're throwing the game, there should be more money involved, I would think. You know, like they always say about boxing. Like Jake Paul and all that, right? Jake Paul, YouTuber, he's fighting retired boxers and stuff now. And then he wins all these fights. Like he just won the fight against Mike Tyson and stuff. And everybody says that these retired fighters are paid to lose the fight, to make it look like Jake Paul is winning. And then you hear how much they're making and you're like, yeah, I'd throw the fight for $200 million or whatever, not $7,000. Like $7,000 isn't enough, you know. That's not even groceries for the year. So like, I don't know. Yeah, Tammy. Yeah, at the Dodger Stadium. Yep, exactly. What's up, Livid Review? Happy freedom to you. Salty Ragu, rookie ass criminals. I don't know. Kirsten Rumble app sucks because of that. Yeah, the whole name thing is rough. The website's where to be, anyways. All right, hooligans, we're gonna move forward here. Like I said, California career criminal strikes again. And they are currently on the run from the police. But before we get into this, I want to remind you, hooligans, really quickly, that our friend Larry could really use your help. Larry's in need of a kidney transplant, and he's recently been in and out of the hospital. He was actually hanging out with us in the voice chat from the hospital. He's got a lot going on. I put his whole stories, details, links, and all kinds of stuff on his webpage over on the website. If I'd stop throwing my damn chapstick here. If there's any way you can help our friend Larry, please go check out his page over on the website. Let's get this pulled up, this crazy story about this guy who was sentenced to 88 years in prison and then got out early because Cali changed the law. Turned around, killed more people, because that's what murderers do. Hit that like button if you haven't already, and let's get into this.
A manhunt in Northern California continues after gunfire erupted at a bar outside of Sacramento, killing 2 people and wounding 2 others.
Yeah, sadly, once again, this also marks another crime that really should have never happened because police described the suspect as a career criminal with a 22-year rap sheet. Newsmax crime correspondent Jason Matera has the details for us this morning. Good morning, Jason.
Good morning, Mark and Charlotte. And you're right, here's yet another example of how the progressive version of criminal justice creates more crime scenes than actual justice. Now, police say that 43-year-old Roderick Randall opened fire inside a bar just outside Sacramento shortly after 1 a.m. on November 2nd, killing 2 people and wounding 2 others before taking off. And he's still on the run, turning what was supposed to be a fun night out for the locals into a scene of chaos and bloodshed.
We have, looks like 2 shots. One's probably going to be away. Check it on the other one.
Roderick Randall's rap sheet runs deep, according to state records and prison officials. Randall is a registered sex offender, convicted in 2003 of procuring a child for lewd acts and for pimping out a minor, which was the actual charge. Then in 2014, Randall was sentenced to 88 years to life for a gang-related attempted murder conviction. Prosecutors said he gave the order to, quote, light them up, a command that left rival gang members riddled with bullets in a Sacramento shopping center. But Randall didn't serve 88 years in prison, not even close. In 2019, California lawmakers pushed through a so-called criminal justice reform that the Sacramento DA's office tells us wiped out criminal liability for murder and attempted murder for aiders and abettors like Randall, offenders who may not have pulled the trigger themselves, but who were previously held accountable for the violence they helped set in motion. In other words, shouting, light them up, and then having your gang buddies actually light them up in a barrage of bullets no longer counts as attempted murder under California's new penal code. As a result, Randall walked out of prison in 2023, and now a manhunt is underway to catch this alleged killer. Authorities are asking the public to call Sacramento Crime Stoppers with any tips on Roderick Randall's whereabouts so officers can arrest him before somebody else ends up dead.
So in California, if you're behind a murder, it doesn't matter because they just let you out of jail, even if you're sentenced to 88 years. And now the guy's actually committed a murder, and now he's out walking the streets. Okay,
Can't
Jason,
make it up.
Makes sense. Not at all. Thank you.
Okay, good stuff there. I don't know, and even if they catch him, what are they going to do? They're the people who let him out. They're saying California career criminal, who's also a pedophile, opened fire inside of a bar. He killed 2 and injured 2 others. He's a sex offender. He was given 88 years for gang-related murder. Then he was let out early after only doing 9 years because California changed the law. Now the criminal is still on the run after killing those 2 people. It's nothing like a murderous pedophile running around California. Yeah, keep that guy on the streets. Next up, we got the last little bit of the news before we get into the fun stuff. It is Lefties Losing It, and today it's titled, A New Gender Identity Just Dropped. It's coming up next, but first we're going to hop in the chat, see what you hooligans think about this career criminal from Cali who's out here being a murderous pedophile. Tom, the people who made that bill should be held accountable for those deaths. Yeah, absolutely. They keep letting these monsters out, and then monsters continue to be monsters, and then people are just surprised by it for some reason. People should fucking move out of California. That's what they should do. People who have brains and families and jobs and shit that they don't want to lose, they should just move out of these shitholes. Move away from Chicago and all that stuff. I don't know. Because funding those places by staying there and paying taxes is like saying, you know, that you condone that shit. And I know it's not easy to pick up and move. We're in the middle of a housing crisis. I wouldn't live in this fucking place if I could move. But man, like, we got to do something, because like I said, sticking around and paying taxes to these people is like, it's like you're condoning what they're allowing to happen. I don't know. We need to find a way to change things. Kirsten, this is so disgusting. Our leaders no longer protect children, especially letting this scum out. God, this is sick. Yeah, absolutely. Jagular, I bet that murderer is a white dentist. He probably is. He may could might. He may could might. Just throw that right in their face. What's up, Cass? Happy freedom to you. Cowgirl, I lived in Cali for 30 years. Left when Oblazo, what is this? Usurped the presidency in 2008. Never looked back. Yeah. I don't know. It's like Oregon, and like the way Portland is and stuff. Like it's a leadership issue. Doesn't matter what happens or what changes. If they don't change the leadership, it will always go back to being a shithole, because the leadership wants it to be that way. They don't actually do anything to fix the problems. They want to fix the symptoms, because if they fix the problems, what are they going to campaign on in the next 4 years? So they can't fix all of your problems. They need you to have problems in order to have job security. And that's the problem itself. So they don't ever fix anything. They just run the shit into the ground. What are you eating, Tom? I'm starving. I can smell this chili. Matt Rogers, property values are so high in California, it's got to be damn near impossible to sell a house. Yeah, I believe it. Like, even in Ludington, just up the road, because it's a vacation spot, they got houses $1.2 million. It's a one-story house. Like, who the fuck's going to live there for that? And they're like, yeah, but it's 2 blocks from the beach. Yeah, the beach that you can only use 4 months out of the year because we fucking live in a winter wasteland. Like, what the hell? It shouldn't be that way. I heard that President Trump is proposing a 50-year mortgage just to make it so people can buy houses. Like, that's just paying rent until you die. Like, I don't know. I don't know. I want to live in a house, but I was already feeling bad about having to sign a 30-year mortgage that apparently I don't even qualify for. I only qualify for $225,000. I wish I could buy a house for that, but I fucking can't, so it sucks. It's like, well, maybe a 50-year mortgage. Nah. Cass, you did chili all right. I made some last night. Yeah, this is from yesterday. It was fantastic. So today, I saved half of it so today I could have chili burritos. Tomorrow I'm going to have grilled cheese and tomato basil soup, and I may make the tomato basil soup from scratch because I've never done that before. I don't know. I'm feeling like cooking lately. Kira said they want to destroy us all. Self-deletion empathy is deadly. Yeah, they do. Turbo, 50-year means an extra 20 years of the banks to build interest on that loan. Yeah, absolutely. Major, you can in Texas. I know, but I can't leave here. I have responsibilities here. What's up, Meg B? Happy freedom to you. Meg B, our neighborhood is really nice and peaceful now, so I'm not 100% about leaving. Yeah. Cowgirl, the government in those lib cities are the problem. Yep, you're absolutely right. It's a leadership issue. So, Roy, happy freedom to you. What's up, Stern? Happy freedom. Tammy, demons are no longer hiding. I ran from Cali 6 years ago. New Scum and his whole family are disgusting. Yeah, definitely understandable. Tammy, winter makes me want to cook. That's how I'm feeling. I don't usually feel that way, but I've been kind of feeling in that mood lately. Brenda, I have a basil plant. I had a basil plant that was doing well when I had my greenhouse put up. I need to put it back up and get that going again, because I've bought 2 basil plants from Walmart over the last couple weeks, and they just dropped dead. I'm watering them, I'm doing everything, but I haven't transplanted them into fresh soil, and I think that's what's smoking them. That and maybe they're not getting enough direct sunlight. I don't know. Normally I'm good with plants. Either way, moving forward here, like I said, we got lefties losing it to wrap up the news, but we are going to be getting into fun stuff afterwards. Now, this one's titled A New Gender Identity Drops. Of course, it's going to be Rita telling us about lefties losing their marbles here. Come on, do the thing. Aw, dang, hold on a second. Thank you so much, Stern, for the bits over on Twitch. Really appreciate you, Stern. Thank you so much for the support. All right, Hooligans, like I said, getting into lefties losing it here. Once again, it's titled A New Gender Identity Drops. Hit that like button over on Rumble as well as the CommuTube, and let's get into this.
It's time for Lefties Losing It. Time to check in with former First Lady, the perpetually miserable Michelle Obama. Here she, again, reflects on her time at the White House. It was so awful, having a glam team, making you look your absolute best every single day. What an imposition.
Every day, every time I was up, as we called it. You know, I was up for the public,
Yes.
and the days were long. So, as you mentioned, to save time.
Yes.
You know, I know having a glam team, a trifecta, it feels like a luxury, but it was a time necessity.
Yes.
There's absolutely no way that I would be able to do my hair and makeup and have clothes ready that fit, you know, because rare is the woman that can live off the rack.
Yes.
You know.
Where is the woman who can live off the rack, Michelle? Are you serious? Try just about every woman. Is Michelle Obama so out of touch that she thinks we're all getting designer gear, custom-made clothing, perfectly tailored to our measurements? She is absolutely kidding herself. Now, get ready, folks. A new gender identity has just dropped. 150 isn't enough. We need more. Let's hear what it means to be sapphic. Here is non-binary actor Robin Holdaway and her girlfriend to explain. See if you can understand any of this.
Sapphic, much like any identity term, can mean a lot of different things to different people. Broadly speaking, it means people who are not men, but generally femme in some way, who are also attracted to people who are not men and femme in some way. The idea of this, I think, is to be a little bit broader and more encompassing than some people might feel other labels are. Personally, I think there's space in a lot of labels for this. But, for example, it's to encompass people who are attracted to non-binary people who might present in different ways.
Pretty sure we already have terms for all of that, but please do go on and bore us silly with your insufferable self-importance.
Only the thing is that this is actually quite an interesting part of how sapphic operates as a term, is that this is Robin. They are AFAB, i.e. they are female at birth, and they are actually quite masc presenting in a lot of ways, which means that I often have a brief moment of just having a brain block when everyone calls us sapphic, because I'm going, what? And I briefly forget that sort of almost in a way underneath the rest there's sort of female plumbing, because it's completely irrelevant to how I perceive them.
I very regularly forget that we're in a queer relationship.
And this is part of the interesting complexity of sapphic as a term.
Insufferable. They went on and on and on. Trust me, I had to watch it all. Just so tiresome, self-delighted, luxury beliefs for people divorced from reality. Now, here's an antidote to that craziness. Here is a lady called Kristen Hawkins who has no time for such nonsense.
What about folks who have wombs but are not women, like trans people, genderqueer folks? Why do you keep saying women when this issue affects more than women?
Because there are two genders, male and
There
female.
are. I am non-binary. I have a friend who is intersex. This issue affects more than women. It affects trans men. It affects genderqueer folks.
Women have wombs.
I am not a woman, and I have a womb.
You are a woman.
I
and you
know.
do have a womb.
No.
Next question.
Now to Bryan Cranston, who's now a psychiatrist as well as being a daft actor who, well, sounds a bit like a simpleton every time he speaks without the benefit of a script written by other people smarter than him.
I think he is dangerous. And quite frankly, I don't think he's that smart. I really don't. I think he's very good at a specific thing, and that is branding himself. I think he knows how to sell himself, and that's because of his narcissism, that he cannot allow himself not to be seen as a winner.
A narcissist. He sounds like a teenage girl going through his first breakup, does our Bryan. But this is the guy who is, well, certainly old enough to know better and old enough to stop embarrassing himself, because I remember this, you may not, but back in 2016, he vowed to flee the United States if Donald Trump became president. The boy who cried wolf. Now, Nikki Glaser is a funny gal. She may have a weird Taylor Swift obsession, little odd for a 41-year-old woman, but she's a comic, and the only thing I want my comics to be is funny. And Nikki is funny. Her work on celebrity roasts is superb. But alas, she's gone from the highs of starring in Tom Brady's roast to cringe jokes about human trafficking and pedophilia. Check out this hot mess on Saturday Night Live. Yep, I wish I could unsee that too, but there were signs with Nikki. I'm not sure if it's TDS or just the paranoia that self-delighted lefties suffer from, but she actually thought she may be banned from coming back to America because she bagged Donald Trump and joked about him during her recent stand-up tour. Listen to this.
I was just in Canada, where you can say things on stage about someone, and they are on board. I mean, it is, dude, it's wild. There was a time on stage, I think on Saturday night, that I was like, oh my God, if what I said gets recorded and sent out, like, I could maybe not get let back into the country.
Now, do you think there was any pushback on that insane assertion from the Time magazine interviewer? Of course not. Nikki was allowed to explore her paranoid fantasies and make an utter dribbling fool of herself.
I'm not trying to be an alarmist, but I definitely don't think that I am immune to having some kind of backlash, or that I couldn't be put on some kind of list because of some story I reposted that was, I mean, you look at other places that have dictators. Like, you're not allowed to say bad things about them before they became a dictator or after. So I'm kind of on a list at this point.
She's so desperate to be an oppressed victim. Pathetic. Now, get ready to cringe. Here is a silly woman, Stephanie Miller, bowing down and kissing the feet of radical Democrat Jasmine Crockett. It's a humiliating display, but she's proud of it.
Representative, can you confirm that I just kissed your sneakers? This is true. She's on camera saying she'll do the radio. I am. We're doing it. Future senator of the great state of Texas. I'm gonna miss Ted Cruz so much. He's so likable.
Let's bring in Sky News contributor Kosha Gator. Kosha, let's look at the...
I don't know. That woman, she needs to be investigated. She went up there and spoke for like a whole 4 minutes about how she might be a pedophile. Only pedophiles talk like that. Fucking weirdo, man. Rough stuff. Anyways, that is the last little bit of the news that I had for you hooligans today. We're going to get into the fun stuff. We're going to open today's door of the Advent Calendar sent by Tori Wayne. And we got our 2 funny videos of the day. First one was provided by Stoner, and it's titled, Just Hold the Damn Flashlight. And our official funny video of the day was provided by Donnie, and it's titled, Fun Fact. It's coming up next, but first we're going to hop in the chat, see what you hooligans think about all the lefties losing their marbles there. Tom, the only person I bow to is God. Yeah, was Jasmine Crockett saying that they wanted to kiss her shoe? Is it 2020 again? God, I don't miss covering that stuff. We used to cover those protesters, and they'd be doing weird stuff. Back in the beginning, they were doing all kinds of weird stuff. They were like, if you're white, you have to give every black person here $10. And they were like, okay, just send me your Cash App. I'll give you $10. They were like, every white person here has to line up and kiss their shoes. They're like, okay. It's like, what? What? I'm glad that shit stopped, but I don't know. Jasmine Crockett's got children kissing her shoes because that's what it looked like. That shit ain't okay. Either way, reading through, we got the fun stuff coming up. Guess what she'll go do the, let's see, do to get me on her show. Oh, you never know. You never know. Guess I don't know. You don't want to do deals with those people. Kirsten, wow, it's unreal how gross those sickos are, and they just joke about it. Yeah, it's a weird thing for her to say. Saldaregu list. We're all on a list here. She's on the sex offender list. That's what she's talking about. She's like, I'm not immune to being put on a list. Yeah, no shit. You're up there joking about being a pedo. Like, weirdo. That is weirdo behavior. Russell, was she sweating? Oh, you're talking about in response to something else. Done. Her joke was dumb as fuck. I could understand not opening yourself up to accusations, but what she said was just odd. Yeah, absolutely. I mean, talking about it being weird to shower with children, yeah, that's weird. She was like moving in the right direction. She's like, yeah, I think it's weird to shower with kids because that's fucking weird. Yeah, that is weird. She's like, but what if you accidentally molest one? No, that's not a normal fucking thing. That's not a normal thing to think, okay? It's not a normal thing to question. Showering with a child is weird enough. To take it the extra mile there, she's just showing her true colors. Watchmen, the left be left, and yeah, you're not wrong. Jeff wrote the itty bitty titty committee. Big fan. Cowgirl is called being a pedo. Duh. Yeah. She's finding out the hard way. She said the quiet part out loud. What's up, Glam Fairy? Happy Freedom. Normal on the left. Look at Biden. Yeah, absolutely. Watchmen, odd subject matter for a joke. You are absolutely right. Bill Clay, is she related to Joe Biden? She might be. That's why I said she needs to be investigated. Happy frame to you, Master Meatball. Stern, yeah. Gross, yeah, absolutely. Woman's a weirdo. She's like, I don't know why they keep calling me a pedo on the internet. I'm like, yeah. What's up, KJ? Happy freedom to you. Tammy, get heirloom basil seeds. Yeah, I'm thinking so. I'm thinking about ordering a bunch of random seeds and stuff, get stuff started for the greenhouse, and then in the spring I can move everything outside, grow some more peppers and stuff. Not this last summer, but the summer before last, I grew pumpkin spice jalapeno peppers. They were like little orange jalapeno peppers, and they turned out really good, but I didn't do anything this last summer. I had a bunch of stuff in my personal life going on. I'm excited to get back to some normalcy. Ghostly, her joke and punchline could have been funny. I just think she's a bad stand-up. I think you're right. I think you're right. All right, hooligans, we're going to move forward here. Like I said, we're getting into the fun stuff. We're going to open today's door of the Advent Calendar sent by Tori Wayne, and we got our 2 funny videos of the day. But before we get into this, I want to remind you, hooligans, if you'd like to support the live to keep us running, you're welcome to use the links in the video description. We have PayPal, Cash App, Stripe, Zelle, Venmo, Locals, Buy Me a Coffee. You can send something to the P.O. Box, or you can even send crypto. Let's see what we get today from the Advent Calendar sent by Tori Wayne. We're going to be noming it up again. Today's day 12. No, I was wrong. It's day 13. Also, I went to the P.O. Box today because people have told me that they sent me stuff, so I went to check on that. Did you guys know the post office isn't open today? I sat there for almost 30 minutes before I figured that out. I thought Roxanne was on a break. I went up there and everything was locked. I was like, what the shit? And then it dawned on me. It's a holiday today. There's no post office. This guy's bearding it up. Look at this gnome. He's styling. I thought he had eyebrows on his hat at first, but they're little bats. I like this guy. He's a little slimmer than the rest. This Slim Jimmy right here. Good stuff. Thank you, Tori Wayne. Really appreciate it. We got a nice little stack of gnomes here. Fun. All right, let's get into these funny videos. First one was provided by Stoner. Let's get this pulled up. Wake that booty up. You're falling. You're falling. Come on, man. Look at this pokey cat over here. Anyways, getting into our first funny video of the day. Like I said, this was provided by Stoner and is titled, Just Hold the Damn Flashlight.
Stop. Stop that. No. Yeah. Theodore, no. Wait. Stop, that's a plug. Go. Go play. Wait. Hey, go play somewhere else. Oh, give me that spark plug.
Worse than the damn kids. Getting into our official funny video of the day here. Now this one was provided by Donnie. And you're gonna like this or you're not.
Lick.
All right, hooligans. Like I said, this was provided by Donnie and it's titled Fun Fact.
Lexi.
Hold on, it cut the beginning of the video off.
Lexi. Set me an alarm for 5 o'clock because I gotta go to bingo tonight.
The giant horse conch weighs over 11 pounds.
What the fuck?
I don't know if it's that heavy. Holy. Well, that is all the coffee I had for you hooligans today. I'm going to grab this link really quick. I'm going to drop it in the chats. We're going to read through. We have the Pledge of Allegiance coming up, and we'll be raiding out over on Rumble. Holy crap, if I grab the link I'm looking for. These are the links you are looking for. She got what she was looking for. She just didn't know she was looking for it. All right, hooligans, there is the link list where all of my links are listed. So if you'd like to make donations, join membership programs, or purchase any merch, would really appreciate it. All of your guys' contributions keep us running every day except for Sunday, because we got to have a day to recharge those batteries. Definitely go join Discord. Discord is our free hooligan community. It's the best way to be notified every single time we go live. The hooligans are there keeping the conversation going 24/7, and we have 2 news boards to keep you up to date with everything going on around the world. So definitely go join Discord. If you're feeling real saucy, go join jeffmaclive.com. Over on the website, it is the best way to experience the live. Our built-in chat has more ability than any other platform. You can post memes and GIFs and custom emojis and links and all kinds of stuff right there while watching the live. You also have access to Hooligans Alley, which is our private social media area. You'll have access to the forums, the arcade, the Hooligan AI, and our advanced messaging system with the built-in group chat. So definitely go get yourself a membership for jeffmaclive.com. It's the home of the hooligans. Like I said, we're going to read through. We got the pledge coming up, and then we're raiding out over on Rumble. Russell just smoking Guess I must be AFK right now. Beware of the horsecock. Yes, that's what I tell them. That's what I tell them. But they're still interested. Russell, you ever wake up and think someone's staring at you? That's when Klaus is awake. He meows right in my face, like point blank range, just to let me know he can get me whenever he wants to. Fresca Bean, oh my god, that reminds me of a dream I just had. Let me read the rest of this, I guess. This is the first thing I read. Oh my goodness. Fresca Bean, I'm not reading the rest of that out loud. That is something else. What's up, Peyton? Happy freedom to you. MU, happy freedom to you. Emu reminded me of some pigs we had. They seem to love practical jokes. That's funny. Watchman, but did she make it to bingo? I hope so. She's out there learning them fun facts. What's up, Goth? Happy freedom to you. Hey, thanks for being here, Screaming Eagle. Enjoy the rest of your day. Thanks so much, Stern, for the bits over on Twitch. Really appreciate you, Stern. Thank you so much for the support. What's up, Bobby Johnson? Happy freedom to you. Thanks for being with us, Brenda. Enjoy the rest of your day. What's up, Marcy? Happy freedom to you. Hey, thanks for being with us, Teasel. What's up, Motorsport? Happy freedom to you. Web companion, she played horse instead of bingo that night. Once she'd got the news, yeah, she found out. She had the wrong barnyard animals this whole time. Oh, I appreciate you, Alistair. Thank you for being with us. Enjoy the rest of your day. All right, hooligans. It is that time once again. Please join me in the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Okay, hold on here. We did the thing. It is that time once again to rate out over on Rumble. For some reason, I feel like it's Monday. It's not. Oh, and I just remembered that tomorrow at 9 a.m. I have to take my car to the shop. They're going to be replacing CV axles and, I don't know, $1,000 worth of shit that I don't have money for. I have to put it all on a credit card, which really sucks. But I don't think that'll interfere with tomorrow's live. But hopefully my car will be a little bit better tomorrow. I don't know. I just remembered that. Either way, let's figure out who we're raiding. Italians live. How's the Nun Report live if they raided us? It's Inception. Well, I think we're going to raid Italian. And it looks like he's playing with
Actually, yeah, like you can put the fishing things
Glamour and Silver Fox.
Yes.
4 hours in. Let's raid the live. Let's do the thing here. Don't forget, hit that like button as soon as you land, you hooligans.
See, that's the thing. Like, if we put it here.
What am I doing here? Here we go. All right. Hit that like button as soon as you land.
Well, actually, not really. Because, like, if I'm fishing, while I'm fishing, I'm smoking at the same time. It's actually going to be better. Then I'm going to have everything smoked in my inventory.
Yeah, and then also, you're not just grabbing a bunch of fish and then... Gates? You can grab... Instead of, like, having all your fish...
Hey, Jeff, thank you for the raid. Happy freedom.
Do them while you're fishing instead of...
Yeah.
All at the same time. That way you don't need more smokers. Sorry, my brain...
I appreciate you. Happy freedom, everybody. Happy freedom. Thank you for the raid. You just joined us. We are playing with Lemurax, Stardew. I'm fishing right now. So, not a lot of action. How are you guys? How are you guys? Happy freedom, everybody.
You need a lot of fiber as well.
Yep. Jeffety, we have to play games together. When are we gonna play? Thank you for the raid. Wait, I'm invisible. I'm invisible. Thank you for the raid. I appreciate you. The schedule time? Yes, we have to play. We have to play.
So I made you. I don't know. Do you want these at the beach? The bait.
Yeah, sure. I'm gonna keep everything
I made you
here.
3 deluxe. So these will start producing deluxe bait every single day.
Okay. So you're bringing stuff at the beach?
All right. Fantastic raid, you hooligans. Ugh. I guess we're going to have to schedule some time to play with Italian. He was saying he wanted to play some Helldivers. So maybe we'll have to make that happen. We are going to have to do 5 hours of premium live streaming for the Rumble Premium Creator Program sometime in the next 2 weeks. So maybe we'll game it up with Italian while we're doing that. We'll see. Either way, like I said, fantastic raid, you hooligans. We're going to read through really quick. We are wrapping this up, but we'll be live again tomorrow at 3 p.m. Eastern time for the very next Coffee with Hooligans. What's up, 10 Man? Happy freedom to you. Kirsten, just read my thoughts out loud there. Plasquag, Italians all over glam. Sometimes I think it's the other way around. Beck Frank, it's Wednesday. It is. Well, not for you. You're already living in Thursday, I'm sure. Glass, long live the Republic. That's right. Long live the MAGA King. Goth, not really. No, I'm still late every day. Hey, thanks for being with us, Rappy. Enjoy the rest of your day. Plasquack, Wednesday. Yep, we win on Wednesday. And Wendy's. I didn't realize it until we brought it up last time. Wednesday and Wendy's. I don't know. The more I say it, the more I feel like I sound like Rick from The Walking Dead. Hey, thanks for being with us, Stern, and thank you for the support. Enjoy the rest of your night. What's up, Slenderella? Happy freedom. It's Tuesday. Oh, what was I saying? I don't know what we were talking about Wednesday. Tomorrow is Wednesday, and I got to take my car, and I know that. I'm dreading it. I'm dreading it so bad. I don't know how I'm going to even pay the credit card off. But I gotta get this stuff done. Also, I gotta write Rumble and see why we can't go live on Kick or on X. Curious, I'm gonna be in Japan and Guam next week. I'm a time traveler. I don't know how you keep the time straight. My body can't handle the jet lag. Ghostly just trying to trick me out of a day. Yeah, I know. I'm dreading Wednesday so much that I'm trying to hurry up and get it over with. Watchmen, we need a Hooligan Fallout 76. It's not cross-platform. That's the biggest problem. Arc Raiders is really popular right now, but it's not a free game, but it is cross-platform. And I'm thinking about making a group probably over on the website if hooligans want to get together for that. I could make one for Fallout 76, but you got to have the same console, or you can only play with people on PC if you're on PC, or Xbox for Xbox, and any of that stuff. There's no cross-platform for it. But they need to make all video games cross-platform. That's what they should be doing. Either way, it looks like we're good to go. Watchman Coral. Yeah, exactly. There's a guy on TikTok I follow who does a bunch of Rick Grimes impressions. He's always like, Coral, doing that stuff. Cracks me up. All right, hooligans, it looks like we're good to go. Like I said, we'll be live again tomorrow, 3 p.m. Eastern time for the very next Coffee with Hooligans. We'll probably be late. I keep seeing you guys talk about it in the chat. It's better than saying I'll see you sometime tomorrow. You guys know I'll be here. I'm just gonna be late. Okay, I'm working on it. Either way, I do appreciate all of you guys being here. Thank you for helping me cover the news, and thank you for helping me make the news suck a little less. Definitely go out there, enjoy the rest of your day, find yourself some good food, have fun, and be safe. And I'll try and do the same. And like I said, make your way back to us tomorrow, 3 p.m. Eastern time for the very next Coffee with Hooligans. Huge shout out to everyone that made donations, joined the membership programs, or purchased any merch. I really appreciate all of you hooligans, and I wouldn't be able to do any of this if it wasn't for you. So thank you so much for all your support, and I'll see you on the next live. Until then, stand tall, shine bright, and that's a wrap.